ringside, Fred Lampson. And representing the California State Athletic Commission, the chairman is Commissioner Jerry Nathanson and the Assistant Executive Officer Don Muse. Presenting to you the officials as appointed at ringside, judges are Larry Rosadia, Lou Moret, Dick Young, and the referee in charge of this main event, Burton Gilliam. All right, fans, here we go. This is it, the main event, the WBA America's Featherweight Championship, 12 rounds of scheduled boxing. Introducing to you first, on my right, fighting out of the blue corner, is the challenger. Entering the ring wearing green trunks with red and white trim, he's fighting out of Huntington Park, California. His weight tonight is an even 125 pounds, and the record of 32 wins, 15 losses, 1 draw, with 21 big wins by way of knockout. He's ranked the ¡2 WBA Intercontinental Contender. Please welcome to the ring the challenger, Refugio Rojas. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner on my left, is the defending champion. Entering the ring wearing white trunks with blue trim and fighting out of Houston, Texas. His weight is the same weight, an even 125 pounds. His record is 20 wins, 3 losses, 2 draws, with 10 wins by way of knockout. He's currently the Forum Super Featherweight Champion and the WBA America's Featherweight Champion. Welcome, Edward Pee-wee Parker. Referee in charge now to give instructions, Burton Gilliam.
Okay, fellas, we've gone over the rules in the dressing room. I want a good, clean fight. I want you to listen to me at all times, okay? If we got any questions, anybody? Okay, let's shake hands then. And box.
All right, there's the little guy, Edward Parker. Little because he's 5'6", and his opponent, Rojas, they call him Cookie, is 5'11". The weight is the same at 125. 34 years of age, Rojas, 24 years of age. Parker, 72-inch reach. The 5'11" Rojas, 68-inch reach Parker. Rojas, tall, lanky, experienced. Rojas has been in with a lot of the great ones, including Macho Camacho. And he fought Julio Cesar Chavez. And Chavez took him out with a knockout in the 7th round. That was back in 1986. But the question is, how much has a 17-month layoff done to the guy in green, Rojas? I would think plenty. And trying to exploit that, among other ways, is Parker in the white trunks. Espinoso is the manager of Rojas. It's the first time he's handled him. Rojas has been out of the ring 17 months. Now Parker came in and slipped. A lot of people from their angle thought that he got hit with a punch. He did not. Parker's manager is Gene Field. He's trained by Jesse Reed. Parker's professional record is 20 wins, 3 losses, and 2 draws. 10 wins by knockout. Ranked number 17 in the featherweight division by the WBC. This is the 7th straight fight that Parker has fought on his personal agenda at the Forum. He is 5-0-1. At the time he drew, because he had more points on the 3 judges' scoring cards, he advanced in the tournament, a $100,000 Super Forum featherweight tournament, and he beat Kenny Bazemore then in the finals. That was in October of '89. Oh, that's a good right hand by Pee-wee Parker. Rojas turned pro in 1978. (32 wins, 15 losses, and 1 draw. He's had 21 knockouts. The last fight that Rojas had was in November of 1988. He lost a 6-rounder on a knockout. Gennaro Hernandez, who is still undefeated. One thing that you don't want to sell Rojas short on. He might be stale, he might be rusty, but he's learned a lot in his many years in the ring.
Plus, he's got a very strong right hand, Chick. I worked with this guy many times for a long time. He used to be handled by Jimmy Montoya. He's a wiry journeyman that can punch. Now, you've got Pee Wee Parker, who's a shorter guy that'll box your ears off. And he's got to do that, exactly that, to beat a guy like a KG, the KG Rojas. He's got to outbox him, stick that jab, move on him, and work inside. You cannot let him you can't get on the end of his jab.
So we come to the end of round number 1 of our 12 rounds. Round of our championship fight. Parker won the first round on Ruben's card, 10-9. California must system. Winner gets 10, the loser gets 9, unless there's a knockdown. Bert Gilliam not only is a fine boxing referee, but he's also a good actor. Has a lot of roles.
He also has a celebrity golf tournament coming up, Chick, for charity. Very nice man. He's working very hard at it in Santa Maria with Bill and Peggy Simpson. March 9th, 10th, and 11th. You know, he used to fight, Chick.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he had a lot of amateur fights.
So did Parker. Parker won 306 amateur fights, he and the White, and lost only 13. He was a National Golden Glove champion, state of Texas. National Golden Glove champion plus being the Texas state champion. Parker will fool you at times. He'll drop his hands and just walk around the ring. You'll think he's not interested in the fight. But so far, he's been a winner here at the Forum. He's never lost. This is his 7th fight.
You know,
oh, that's a solid right hand. That took Rojas backwards and down. Rojas is up.
I was just about to say his chin has been suspect, but he does have a great right hand, Rojas does. And he just got nailed with one of Pee Wee Parker.
Right on the cheekbone on the left side of Rojas's face. And Cookie now going to hang on till the cobwebs clear if he possibly can. We're only in the 2nd round. And the champion, Parker, trying to take him out now. He's giving away 10 years in age to Rojas, and Rojas fighting back desperately, trying to hang on and going through the ropes. Being guided there by the hand of Rojas was the head of Parker. Clean knockdown. Whoa, there's a solid left hand by Rojas. And I hate to say it, but that shot by Cookie was a snap.
I tell you, he's a wiry young man. Veteran young man.
Refugio. Oh, he is thin. He's getting hit with a lot of shots here early in the fight.
Well, you know, Chick, the most dangerous part of the fight, the first 3 rounds, you don't get warmed up, and it could be very dangerous.
One of the most dangerous part of this fight, I think, is the fact he's 34 years old, hasn't fought for 17 months, going against a guy that won a championship in January of this year.
Good body shots by Parker.
Yeah, right now, Rojas is a punching bag for Parker. Parker's a clever little kid. He can avoid punches and he can dish outside. And he'll take one to give a couple to Rojas. All right, let's go to the corner now with Rojas. Slender limp man. Knows all the tricks. Surprising power, though. But how about the layoff? See if we can hear anything over there.
That's Albert Davila in his corner, former bantamweight champion of the world.
We've seen him with some good fights, haven't we?
Absolutely.
All right, watch the knockdown.
Body shot and right to the chin.
Well, we'll go to another angle now. It'll all result in the same position at the end. He'll be on his end. Rojas tried to hang on and stand, but just couldn't. See what
He took a great right hand.
Davila is saying. He's saying, so long, pal, get out there and get him. 3rd round.
Keep your hands up.
Defend yourself at all times. Chick Hearn and Ruben Castillo, and here we go to the 3rd round of a schedule, 12.
And if you're scoring the fight out there, that's a 10-8 round in favor of Pee Wee Parker. It was a knockdown.
Resulting in a 20-17 lead after 2 rounds. I said surprising power owned by Rojas. And the reason I say it, he's so slender, he doesn't look like he'd have a lot of power, but he can sting you, can't he?
Absolutely. It's the same thing as an Alexis Arguello, 5'10", a featherweight, then a junior lightweight, then a lightweight champion. I mean, it's very, they just don't think they can punch, and it's very deceiving because they can whack. Believe me, Alexis, I still have nightmares of that guy.
Rojas in the green, when he's not fighting, which is often, he's been off for 17 months, he's a chef at Espinoso's restaurant. I wonder what he's got cooked up for Parker in this round.
Doesn't look like he's eating that food, though. Look how skinny he is.
About 1:45 to go in the round. Referee Bert Gilliam was warning or suggesting to Rojas that he quit doing something. Parker snapped his head with an uppercut. Rojas is the #2 contender in the WBA Intercontinental Division. You know, we used to have about 8 championships, period, in boxing. Now there are 64.
Yeah. Well, if it gives all the fighters opportunities to make money, that's more power to them. But you really don't know who the true champions are now, that's it.
That's the whole point.
Yes.
That's the whole point. Buster Douglas is in the heavyweight division.
Absolutely.
Boy, this Rojas, I'll tell you, for not having fought in 17 months, he's pretty gutty out there, and he's throwing a lot on leather. He caught a couple, too. He might catch another one right here. He's in trouble in the corner.
I tell you what, Pee Wee Parker's got the style of Sugar Ray Leonard.
Yes, he has.
He looks so much like him in that style when he's boxing doing this number. And Jesse Reed is a great corner man. Very, very good.
All right, we're moving down in the final seconds of round 3, and another solid right hand by Parker glances off the jaw. 4th round coming up. In the white trunks, the champion, Edward Parker. Pee Wee, they call him down in Houston. He's going against Cookie Rojas. Rojas at 5 feet and 11 inches, 34 years of age, and Parker at 5'6", 24 years of age. Right hand scored by Parker and a left brought home by Rojas.
You know, Pee Wee can't afford to drop his hands with a guy like Rojas. He's got 21 knockouts and 35 wins, so you know he can punch.
Those long arms give him lots of leverage.
That's right.
I'm going to tell you something. If you put Rojas and 10 other guys in a line and put them in their boxing shorts and said to me, pick out the fighter, he's the 11th one I'd pick.
That's right. He looks like a chef.
Yeah. But by golly, he's a gamester. Through the years, he's provided a lot of boxing fans with a lot of thrills. 32 wins and 15 losses as a pro. He likes to fight at this weight, 126 pounds.
I'd have to cut off my left leg to make 126 pounds now, too.
He has trouble getting that heavy.
Yeah.
After that knockdown in the 2nd round, I think a lot of people are surprised that he's still on his feet here in the 4th round, and he hasn't even come close to going down again.
Well, he's got these real thin legs. I don't know how they can keep him up.
Did you ever see a flamingo?
I was going to say. Looks like he's walking on his hands.
Let him go.
Stung him with a left hand right
on the chin. He's going to get up.
That was a picture-perfect left hook by Pee Wee Parker.
You talk about putting on your brakes. Coming in was Rojas, and he ran right into that left, and he's running into a couple of more. This is the 4th round. There's 34 seconds left in the round.
Open the round.
Oh, another one. Oh, Chick, he's hurt now. He's hurt.
You bet he's hurt. Now, you let the man fight till he cannot defend himself. That's the way the rules of boxing are structured. And that's what Bert Gilliam is looking at so very carefully. We have got about 8 seconds left in the round, and a good right hand scored by Rojas. What a gamester at 34 years of age. Hadn't fought in 17 months. The round is over, and he's still on his feet again. Now let's go over there to Davila and see what he's saying, if we can hear it.
Mira, usa la derecha mano más. Está esperando, está agarrando al fin de golpe.
He says you're waiting too much. Don't wait too long.
Poquito movimiento, no mucho, poquito. Estamos
He says move your body more.
Paradito, ¿ok? Usa la derecha mano más, Usa la derecha más. Usala más,
Pon el tubo para el agua.
The referee is standing there waiting to ask, is he okay?
Tienes que usar más tu cruzado.
Or did he run into a left?
Here we go. There's that left hook. He just throws a right hand and gets caught right on the button with that left hook from Pee Wee Parker. That was a picture perfect. Let's look at another angle with this chick. There's a right hand right here, and wham!
He was still coming in after throwing the right. His momentum brought him into the on-rushing left hand of Parker. 2 knockdowns in the fight. It's a lopsided score, and we go to the 5th round of a scheduled 12. How many of you out there think it'll go 12?
Oh, come on, raise your hands.
How many of you think it'll go 6? Well, I'll tell you one thing. Rojas got up twice when he didn't have to.
Well, I wouldn't want to be in his shoes tomorrow because he's going to be a sore unit.
One punch the other way, though, can change the whole picture.
And he's got that puncher's chance. He's got a lot of knockouts. Burton Gilliam got in between at the end of the round, almost got hit with a shot himself.
Since we first saw Parker here at the Forum 7 fights ago. That covers many months. He's developed quite a bit.
Yes, he has. He's come a long way, Chick. He's always been in remarkable shape. You know, right now, Chick, I just watched him throw a right hand, and he grabbed his right shoulder with his left glove. I don't know if he hurt it or...
Parker?
Yes, he did. We'll have to see what happens in 2 rounds with Jesse Reed.
Remember the night the kid from Honolulu?
Jesus Salute. He's a new champion now, the WBA champion.
But he
threw it out.
Dislocated his shoulder.
Right.
Throwing a punch right here in this ring. Nice fella, Jesus. In the green trunks, if you joined us late, is the veteran 34-year-old Cookie Rojas, and he's going against the champion of the WBA America's Featherweight division, Pee Wee Parker, out of Houston. Oh, another solid right. That's a push. That's a push. Rojas took another solid blow to the face, and now they're both mad. Let's hope we don't have a butt and cut somebody's head open. Oh, solid blows. I think Parker's a little sore from that push. Parker can weave and bob as well as any little man we've seen. He can really put on a clinic weaving and bobbing. And he can frustrate tall people like Rojas with that.
Rojas is starting to land with that jab, Chick, but he hasn't been very busy with it. He's very effective, but not busy. So if his corner, oh man, that was right on top of the head. If he can get that jab working, he can keep Pee Wee Parker from coming inside him.
Round 5, starting to wind down. Well ahead in the scorecard so far is Parker. We'll be back with another round. Well, 5 rounds are in the bank as we go to number 6, and the scorecard reads.
I've got it 50-43 in favor of Pee Wee Parker.
Defending his title so far successfully. This is his first title defense. He won the crown from Abe Gomez, and that was in January right here in this ring. I hope you caught that little 9-year-old Carlos Avila singing the anthem. I'm not saying he was a Caruso, but I'm saying he did darn well. Remember one time my mother sent me on the stage to sing the anthem at school? I forgot the words.
A lot of people
I've seen
do.
a lot of professional people.
Absolutely. I hear Susan Stratton does it real well. You know, Chick, when it says, oh, say can you, I thought they were talking about a man, my Uncle Jose, if you could see, you know, at the ball games and stuff, and I thought it was very nice. They were concerned.
Must be a new show on Bakersfield this week. 6th round of our championship fight. The WBA America's Featherweight title on the line. The title is owned by Eddie Parker. Pee-wee in the white. Well, if you're a handler in the corner, the manager Gene Field and the trainer Jesse Reed, and you got the champion, you got to keep telling him between rounds, don't get careless, because this guy with one punch can change our whole lifetime.
You're absolutely right. I've worked with Rojas many times, Chick. I know he can whack. And not so much to his punch, Chick. When you work inside with this guy, you feel all the elbows and the, you know, because he's bony and he's wiry and he's, you know, just a strong fighter. See how he manhandles you? He pushes you around. He's a journeyman. He knows what he's doing in that ring.
He takes a pretty good punch, too. He must have spent some time in the ring, a lot of time during the last 17 months when he has not fought before a paying audience. His best power is his left hook, but he hasn't been able to explode it yet. Pee-wee is known for being a boxer puncher, likes to move forward like he's doing right now, likes to bob and weave. He's only been down once, Parker. He's never been stopped. That's the end of the round. Transform Boxing is brought to you by Budweiser, and there's a lot more to come. So open a cold Budweiser and get ready for that clean, crisp taste that only comes from Beechwood Aging. Hey, this Bud's for you. There's a great actor. As I said, that's Dick Van Patten, the actor. Always have a lot of celebrities here at the Great Western Forum and at our fight shows. Michael Buffer, who does some ring announcing himself. And there's Ed O'Neill, plays Al Bundy on Married with Children on the Fox television network. Come on, smile, guys. You got in on a pass.
Oh, Chick, you're brutal.
I'm honest. 12 rounds, WBA America's Featherweight Championship.
Burton Gilliam hasn't been very busy, huh, Chick? He hasn't had to separate these two fighters.
Oh, that's a good right hand scored by the champion Parker. I think there's a little bit of a nick under and on the cheekbone, not under the cheekbone, but on the cheekbone, under the right eye of Cookie Rojas.
He's got some tape coming off his glove. I think Burton will probably stop the fight momentarily to replace it or fix it. That could be dangerous, Chick. Get you
in the eye.
Right.
We're in the 7th round of our 12-rounder. Chick Hearn with Ruben Castillo. Jerry Romano and Susan Stratton producing, directing on the world's largest regional sports network, Prime Ticket. I can hear it now. I can hear it now. Rojas is going to say after the fight, hey, he's a good little fighter. He's a good champion. But when I was 24, I'd have taken him out in the first, second round. That's what he'll say.
It's tough when Father Time sets in.
For fighters of this weight, 125 pounds, what are your best years? Around 28, 29?
No, I would think 26, 25, 27. After that, it's not so easy to get up and run those 6 miles a day anymore. After you get to the 30 mark, 31, 32, it's tough to get up to go to the restroom.
Good look at Rojas facing the camera. As always, Parker pushing in, pushing forward. Seldom takes a backward step. Final 30 seconds of the round. $15 seconds. It's going to be an 8th round, that's for sure. A couple of solid punches by Parker. Down with a big disparity in points in favor of the defending champion Parker.
Yes, I've got Parker way ahead, 70 to 61.
I tell you, you got to give medals for courage and for the ability to fight after being out of the ring for 17 months. Give it to 34-year-old Refugio Rojas. And the way he's hanging in there, this fight isn't over. He's got the explosive power. He's proven it with 21 knockouts in his 32 victories as a pro.
Let him go.
Don't get mad, Bert.
Burton's having a good time. He's always half smiling.
B-U-B-B-A. He's got golf boots, chick. He's got these lizard golf boots, and he's got the spikes on them. They're cowboy boots with spikes. First ones I've ever seen. And that's how he plays golf.
He's playing a lot of pastures.
He's out in the rough a lot.
Eddie Couples wasn't in the rough much. The LA Open, boy, was he beautiful. They all were. Gee, what great golf. And what perfect weather. Good work by Rojas.
Well, he's got to do that, chick, to get back into this fight. He's got to throw that jab and start working on the body, I would think, of Pee Wee Parker.
I think Rojas has been getting some very astute advice, round after round, from
Albert Adler. Yeah. You know, he used to be handled. He used to be handled by Jimmy Montoya. You remember Jimmy? He's had many fighters.
Where is Jimmy?
Jimmy works out of Las Vegas now.
Oh, I haven't seen him for a while. He was a great handler of people.
Absolutely, great conditioning trainer. But he would tell me that Rojas could be a tremendous fighter, but he was one of those fighters that didn't want to work hard because he had, you know, he was strong and he thought he could do it with one punch.
Jimmy might be watching us right now here in the satellite. Hey, Parker ran into a right. Not a stunning blow, but at least he landed it. By Rojas and rocked the head of Pee Wee Parker. Another left hand to the jaw of Parker. And look at Rojas, the 34-year-old veteran, turn it on with savvy and with ability and with guts. Timeout. The quarter's over. All right, at the end of the round, in a hurry now. On his knee, I know exactly what Jesse Reed said to him. Hey, don't get careless.
Start putting more feints into your movement and start loading up on his body and coming back over the top. You're still smothering yourself, all right? Try not to get so close to him. As he's backing out, step with him, but don't smother yourself, okay? That's right. He's still trying to hit you with that right hand. Start getting the roll. The right hand hits the shoulder, crack with the right hand, and come back with a hook. All right, yeah. Get that roll. Concentrate on it. Stay at a low angle. All right?
Boy, I love that. The fighter, he talks to him in a very calm way and says, okay, I know you're right, Jesse, I'll do that.
Here's that punch from Rojas. He landed with a good shot, but also Pee Wee Parker landed a left hook of his own. Here we have another angle of it, Chick. Watch this.
Ouch.
Well,
all right, we're ready for round 9 of our championship bout, a 12-rounder on the schedule. Back in round 2, early in the round, when Rojas hit the deck, it didn't look like we'd go to the finish of the fight. Now, it's certainly a question mark. Who'd you give that round to?
I gave that one to Rojas.
I think you should have. About the only way Rojas could win it unless he, well, he's got 9, 10, 11, 12, 4 rounds. He could pick up 4 points there. He's got to have a knockdown or 2. Of course, this is an unofficial card that Ruben keeps.
Well, you know, Chuck, like we said earlier, you've got to give him a puncher's chance.
Absolutely.
But Pee Wee Parker looks like in superb condition as always, and he's not going to be there. Look at this, bobbing and weaving.
Weaving and bobbing I was talking about earlier.
Yeah, he's not going to give him the opportunity to knock him out, so. But he does definitely have to pick up the pace Rojas does.
Boy, that was a nice conversation between Jesse Reed and Pee Wee. That's good, intelligent, common sense being transferred from one to the other.
You know what I really like about that, Chick? Did you see Jesse Reed is the one in command? You go to other fighters' corners, you got 4 or 5 guys talking, nobody knows. The fighter's all confused, doesn't know who's who or who to listen to.
Absolutely.
Pee Wee's a good listener. Look at there, good right hand.
Right hand just missed by Rojas. Both men scored with left hand. Has sharpened up as this fight's come along. He really has. I think it's just that in the first 4, 5, 6 rounds, he was very, very rusty from that long layoff. No matter how much work you do in the gym or basketball floor or on the practice football field or baseball diamond, you got to get in the real combat.
You're absolutely right. And he's starting to come back, as
he is. The round is over. Let's go back over. I enjoyed that conversation, and I know our truck did too. Jesse Reed.
Fight from you. You got to start fighting now, son. They'll steal it. I'm telling you. All right. Let's get real busy now. Real busy.
Wonder who he means they'll steal it.
Hustling. Let's start.
Let him get tired now. You hear?
All right.
Okay.
Let's start hustling now. Let's get hustling into our body. Let's start getting rough and show them who we really are. Let's don't get into a floating routine. Go through them hands. Go through everything. Start banging. All right? I mean 4 and 5 shots, 6 and 7. No more of this laying in and just going being satisfied without pointing. Let's win this fight. All right? Don't let anybody take nothing away from you. Now let's go to work. No more of this playing around. Let's get this guy out of here right now.
All right, now the manager, Gene Field, is out of the ring. You said earlier only one guy talks. And the only thing that he said was, and he said it to Jesse, Jesse, tell him this. And so Jesse relayed it instead of 2 of them talking at once. Beautiful corner work.
Absolutely.
All right, here we go to round number 10. And he's absolutely right. You don't know what's coming out on a scorecard. Lou Moret, Larry Rosadilla, and the pretty lady Guinadere.
Look at him.
Look at what?
Rojas, he had him in a clinch and he's butting him.
Oh, now he's taking
intentionally.
shots to the face, right and left, and the little guy is trying to show him, as he was told to by Jesse Reed, show him who we are. Show him who you are. Don't win on points. Take him out. That's what his corner told him. Now let's see if Parker can do it.
Watch Rojas, Chick. When he ties up Pee Wee Parker, he rubs his head in the face of Parker.
You think he knows some tricks?
Oh, absolutely.
Two minutes to go in the round. This is round 10 of a 12. If Rojas is going to get tired, it's got to be in this round, because he came out with a little bit of zip. It's got to be tough when you're a man 5'6" fighting a guy 5'11". You're always looking up.
You're absolutely, of course. I mean, but Pee Wee's doing a remarkable job by bobbing and weaving. And he's got to work inside to elude that long jab and those long right hands of Refugio Rojas. He just landed a good shot to Pee Wee.
End of the night, Derek Kelly had a fight all wrapped up here, and one punch took him out.
That's right. And Derek wasn't the same after that, Chick. He fought again here with hair that time, and he took a real beating. Hurricane.
Oh, look at that.
Pee Wee could be hurt.
Pee Wee's in a slugging match, and he catches one on the chin. The roughest round Pee Wee's had to face in this fight. One of the roughest in his 7 fights here at the Great Western Forum. Another left hand scored by the veteran Rojas. What a comeback by Rojas. He has the respect of Parker right now, I'll tell you that. We've got 20 seconds left in the round. Somebody's got to give. And it's Rojas that gives back to the rope. And Parker trying to take him out here.
Look at him come back, Chick. Oh, what a comeback. He's down.
7 seconds left in the round. The count is on. Rojas for the 3rd time gets to his feet. 5 seconds left. That's war at the Great Western Forum. The Madhouse on Manchester.
Wow, what a comeback. Rojas made it, man. Turned right around and it was all Pee Wee Parker.
Well,
that knockdown.
That's a credit to the champion, and it's a credit to the challenger both. We go over to the corner of Rojas, and he says, oh, man, I'm tired. I wish I was back in the kitchen cooking.
You're the champion.
And they said, just cook on the front burner for a little bit more. Some of the action in that round is worth repeating as they work on the swollen cut under the left eye.
Well, here's Rojas with his back against the ropes. Pee Wee wailing to the body and to the head. And he gets Rojas in trouble right here with a right hand, another right hand, and a left hook, and eventually went down.
He just went down forward onto his knees. So we'll come back and go to the 11th round. And I don't know if we'll see any more combat like this. I don't know if the 34-year-old Rojas can come back from that. He took a battering, but let's preface that statement by saying he dished out a lot of punishment to Parker in that round. Parker races across the ring to open the 11th.
Well, you know, he made a tremendous comeback, as you said. Now he wants him to come at him. And Parker will oblige him to that.
All right, let's watch the action as chopping away both men. Somebody lands a telling blow. The fight could end real quickly. And Parker, the champion, says, I'm going to show you how I got the championship. I'm going to show you how I'm going to keep the championship. And Rojas said, I'll wear that belt tomorrow in the kitchen. Would that look funny to look into the kitchen at Espinosa's and see him out there with a white hat on and a belt?
Oh, man. I'll tell you what, he'd be smiling from ear to ear.
We're in the 11th round of our 12-round championship fight. I I think it's a much better fight than most people thought it would be. And I still think that Rojas was rusty. He needed a couple of... Oh, he almost went down again from a left hand. I think he was rusty, and he should have had a couple of preliminary fights before this one.
Oh, it's always important to be active. Your worst enemy is inactivity. And he looks sharp for being off for so long.
Since about the 5th round or 6th, he has really come back a different fighter. Maybe too late, maybe not. Who knows?
Well, I'll tell you something, after that comeback from Rojas, it sure opened the eyes of Pee Wee Parker because he knew he had to step it up a couple of notches.
I think that's good for the champion, to let it be known that you got to fight for your title. I'm going to try to take it away from you. There's nothing like a champion to shoot at. The Lakers found that out 5 times in the 80s. And Detroit will find it out this year. Oh, Parker's buckled knees. Rojas buckled the knees. We've got a minute left in the round. Round 11. Super fight by Rojas. And of course you got to say that for Parker, the champion.
Watch Pee Wee come back. That took a good shot there.
He's got to be careful not to walk into one. He's never been knocked out. He's been down once.
Great jab right there by Pee Wee Parker.
Pee Wee is a pretty fair puncher with both hands.
Oh, he rolled with that punch, Chick.
It's a good thing he did, and he rolled again.
That's right.
Otherwise, he might have been rolling on the canvas. That's exactly what Reed told him 2 rounds back in the intermission, remember?
That's right. And that's a Sugar Ray Leonard and Pee Wee Parker rolling with the punches. Ray does that very, very well.
15 seconds left in round 11. Another round to go after this. That ought to be a war. Bert Gilliam, the referee, doing a remarkably good job. This is a tough fight. All right. Oh, ho, ho, ho.
They didn't hear the bell.
No, they didn't hear the bell is right. Right above us, that's what I was hollering. Oh, they carry him back to the corner. Plant him on the stool. Boy, is that Jesse
One more, last
Reed
round.
something?
Last round. Don't let this guy show these people who Pee Wee Parker is. All right? You're the champion, son. Let's go out as champion. All right? I want that head whipping. I want combinations out of your ass. All right? Get them yelling out there. Let's hear them yell for you. I want to hear Pee Wee. This is the man I want to hear.
In the other corner, Avila.
He wants him to work to the body, go downstairs a lot. Try to slow him down. He's going to need a knockout to win this fight, Chick. Rojas is.
Well, I don't think there's any doubt about that. That both corners did some fine work verbally to their charges. All right, show him who you are. And Rojas, his corner, Avila, said, stay downstairs and show him who you are.
Chick, at the end of the round, you saw Jesse Reed pick up Pee Wee Parker, carry him. The reason for that, when you're in a tough fight like this and you go toe-to-toe at the end of the round, you don't want your fighter to waste the energy to walk. You pick him up and set him down in your opponent.
Even a few steps.
Even a few steps, exactly.
All right, here we go. Reed is one of the best corner men I've ever seen. Or heard. He transmits his calmness to his gladiator, and that saves a lot of nervous energy.
Absolutely. Very calm, collective in that corner.
Final round, folks. Pee Wee Parker's WBA America's Featherweight Championship belt is on the line. We'll have an interview with the winner, of course. That was nothing on that punch, although it landed. I'm looking for the combinations that Jesse Reed told Parker to use. I haven't seen them yet. There's a good left hand scored by Rojas. Oh, I bet Rojas and his handlers wish they'd had at least one warm-up fight, a tune-up. That's what the people are urging Tyson to do now. Have a couple of tune-ups. Try to get sharp again like you used to be.
That elbow.
Oh, he's clever. and gentlemen, 1 minute left. Good right hand scored by Rojas. Another right hand by Rojas.
No, Pee-wee's rolling with those punches, Chick. They look like they're effective, but Pee-wee's rolling with them and landing his own shots.
He's rolling with them, but I think Pee-wee has learned a lesson here tonight from an experienced fighter. Pee-wee was told to throw some combinations. He's not doing it. He can't do it, apparently, against Rojas, who staggers him a little bit. Drove him backwards with a left hand. 20 seconds left in the fight. That's a knockdown, I guess. It might be that he stepped on his foot and then pushed him over. He did. No knockdown. Right. I think that's a good call. He accidentally stepped on the foot and then at the same time pushed him and he fell over because his foot wouldn't move. Final second. Boy, that's a good one. That's a good one. Standing ovation at the Great Western Forum. They're standing, they're applauding. They are, I believe, surprised at the courage and the ability of this man who had a layoff of 17 months. And he goes against a champion, and he may have stolen the champion's belt. What do you think? We'll be back to see whether or not Pee-wee Parker, Houston, Texas, is still the champion. And he smiles to Gene Field, his manager, on the Prime Ticket, world's largest regional sports network. Boxing's Fight Night at the Forum returns to Prime Ticket. That'll be on Monday, March 26th. The main event featuring the WBC Bantamweight Championship rematch between Daniel Zaragoza, 39-4-1, and Paul Banky, 16-4. Zaragoza won a disputed split decision from Banky on the 22nd of June last year. Make your plans to join us. That's Budweiser Championship Boxing Fight Night at the Forum, Monday, March 26th, right here on Prime Ticket. You know it's the world's largest regional sports network. Well, Parker taking off the wraps. Another hard evening's work accomplished. Now he's wondering, will I still have my belt? He looks pretty confident to me. He built up a huge lead, which on our unofficial card at one time grew to 79-71, as produced by Ruben Castillo. But then, seemingly, using some Rust-Oleum over there in the corner, they got rid of the rust in the system of Rojas, and the slender guy really put on quite a show to the delight of the crowd. And at the end of the fight, and boy, this is unusual for a fight crowd, they gave the men a standing ovation. And the referee, Bert Gilliam, went to both of them and said, "Nice fight, thanks for your cooperation." Rojas is wondering, how many times do I have to go to the post to get a championship? Well, he gave it his all. That's all you can ask. Fight a smart fight, fight a hard fight, and then we'll have to leave it up to the judges. There were 3 knockdowns in the fight, and there is a picture of the the champion who is defending his title, Gene Field, talking to his man. He is his manager. Apparently there was a mistake on a graphic. It's not on my copy. The fight on the 26th between Zaragoza and Banky will be at 9 o'clock Pacific time on Prime Ticket. Well, they're taking a lot of time, as I suggested earlier. You don't want any mistakes. There's been mistakes made in the addition of cards and then found out later. How'd you like to have to call a guy up the next day and say, "Hey, sorry you didn't win. You lost by 1 point. We added wrong." A lot of people in the ring now, handlers, and of course people that are attracted to the fighters. And calmly, Pee-wee Reese, his corner, or rather Pee-wee Parker, his corner, going with manager Gene Field and trainer Jesse Reed and Parker himself. Calm, cool, collected people, and that's not to take anything away from the fine people in the corner of Rojas. Now let's go to Jimmy Lennon Jr. Here is that important announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 championship rounds of boxing, we have a unanimous decision. Here are the score totals. Judges at ringside, Larry Rosadia and Dick Young both agree, scoring the bout 114-111. Judge at ringside, Lou Moret scores the bout 115 to 111 in favor of the winner, and still the WBA America's Featherweight Champion, Edward Pee-wee Parker.
Well, he won it by 3 on 2 cards and by 4 on another. Dick Young and the other judges do such great work here. A solid round of applause given to Cookie Rojas, and boy, he fought a whale of a fight, just as hard as he could possibly fight, and he just didn't have it in the early going. Now, in the ring is Pee-wee Parker, Houston, Texas, with Ruben Castillo.
Thank you, Chick. Pee-wee, that was a remarkable fight. We were listening to your corner, and Jesse Reed told you, come on, Pee-wee, you go out there, don't throw 1, 2, 3 punches, throw 5, 6, and 7. We want to hear the people yell, Pee-wee. Well, you got hurt. Well, I don't know if you got hurt, but Rojas come on very strong early in that round, and then you finished with a flurry of punches and a knockdown.
Yeah, so he did hit me a good shot, and I was holding on there for a little while to give him I guess he hurt me on the nose, and I said, well, I got to suck it up, try to do like Jesse said, and that's all I was doing, trying to do what my corner said do.
Well, I'll tell you, in the 10th round, you had a great knockdown, and I want you to tell us what's going on right here.
Well, it looked like I hurt him there, but the guy is very tough, and he don't want to go down, so I just throwing punches, trying to do like my corner said.
We were also commenting about your corner, about how calm Jesse Reed is. When he's talking to you, you listen very well. You say, yes, sir. I remember when they were telling me, go out and, well, you don't know what it's like unless you're out there, but you're very calm and you're a very good listener. Does that help you?
Oh, yes, very much. I think if you got people in your corner that know what they're doing and you listen, and I think you'll do very good, but if you don't listen to the corner, they see everything going on.
And you have to agree with me. Sometimes some corners you got 5 or 6 guys talking and you don't know who to listen to. There's one man in command, and that's Jesse Reed. And I think he's done a remarkable job with you. And good luck to you, and congratulations for retaining your title. Let's go back to ringside to Chick Hearn.
Always a good shot is when the man learns he successfully has defended. He thought he did, now he knows he did. And Jesse Reed hoists him into the night. Still a true champion, saluted in the background by